It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Deontay Johnson, the intended target there, and it'll lead to a second down. Mingo, the man in motion. Now Dalton. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's right side, taken in by Tremble.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. His ability to find open space and be friendly for the quarterback. It's easier said than done. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. He'll take this down to the 47. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dalton. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tremble comes in motion. Dalton to throw. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Mingo. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a 1st down.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is caught. He finds his big target, Leggett. And he will score. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Panthers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. if there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A game in this one, we could be in for a real treat. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Nice run there by Eckler, and he continues to be a productive back here in his 8th season in the NFL, and it's one of the main reasons why the Commanders targeted him back in March.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On first down, it is Hubbard. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. It's Leggett. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple, right? I mean, everyone wants to complicate offensive football and make it super technical. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throwing, Dalton. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Dalton. He's got it at the 3. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Here's Eddie Pinheiro now, as the Panthers will try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll be third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air, and They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Blackshear to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with first and 10. Now Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Hubbard. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dalton. Looking left side is tight end Tremble.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Dalton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a designed run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd and a yard. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Another run here for Robinson. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Now Robinson. He'll take this down to the 23. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Daniels now on 1st down. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got...
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Zach Ertz, touchdown Commanders. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. The motion man is Sanders. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Mingo, the man in motion. Here's Dalton. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. They'll send him over to the left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Throwing, Dalton. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
To throw is Dalton. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Leggett. And he'll be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here's Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This brought him out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. The motion man is Sanders. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
The motion man is Sanders. They'll throw here on third and short. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Panther first down. They send a receiver in motion left. Now Dalton. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Dalton. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And a little closer. Here's second and goal. Dalton to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And he's in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. The Panthers will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McClurry. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll throw with Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got his man Brown.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid 1st half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
brought in by Brown. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
They'll go again with Robinson. Whoa! And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Oh, big hole left side. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Second and 7. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL? And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball?
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Man in motion is Brown. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Going up top. And that is brought in. And he will go all the way. Luke McCaffrey, touchdown Commanders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Commanders will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Throwing, Dalton. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the ties.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he will get into the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the Commanders will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Now it's Dalton. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he is going to bring this one back A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. To throw is Dalton. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Dalton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
He's got his man complete to Johnson.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
1st and 10. Now Dalton. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Moore going in motion. Dalton. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. The Panthers will cut the deficit to 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Daniels now on 1st down. That pass taken in by McLaurin.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's to McLaurin. They connect again, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now he'll run it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
See the rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott, there on the first down completion. And, Mike, he's kind of a throwback in the sense that he can do pretty much everything. He's got good, strong hands. He's a tough blocker. He's elusive with the ball in his hands as a runner, and he can make you miss in space. At Kansas State last year, he led the team in both receiving yards and touchdowns.
On first down, Daniels. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Throwing again, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Daniels gonna throw again. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he's gonna have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run with Robinson. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run here. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Dalton to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He runs with it. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The man in motion is Zacchaeus. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's over the middle to their tight end, Sinnott. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Throwing is Daniels. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders tack on 1 more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now it's Dalton. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's Dalton. After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Robinson. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
On play action, Daniels. Wide open. It's Brown. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. He'll give it to Eckler on the option. He is in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers offense and Deontay Johnson getting set to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Dalton. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Dalton. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Here's 3rd and 2. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing, Dalton. He's got his man complete to Johnson. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Hubbard. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Dalton. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Ertz in motion. They run over center with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd down, 3 to go. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.